Mr. Speaker, thank you. I seem to have lost the last 50 pages of my speech. If you wouldn't mind, maybe we could have Representative Gardner come down and talk for a few minutes.
You're out of order, man.
Well, it's just a prelude of things to come. It's going to be a lot of fun. Speaker Ferrandino, Madam Majority Leader, colleagues, honored guests, I appreciate the opportunity to stand before you here today. And I'd like to begin my remarks by thanking and congratulating the newest members of this chamber. And if you're a new member, just to kind of show everybody here how many new members we have, please raise your hands. Wow, that's quite a few new members, 27. And by the way, Mr. Speaker, it seems like there are many more on your side of the aisle than there are of mine. You know, Mr. Speaker, maybe next time you could do a little bit better job of sharing. After all, you don't want to set a bad example for Lila, do you? Seriously, congratulations, Mr. Speaker. Yeah, I really look forward to working with you to make Colorado a better place to live for our children, for my children, Truman and Camille, and also for yours as well, Lila. And we should also take a moment to thank all of our families. You know, without their love and sacrifice, we wouldn't be here today, and they certainly give us the reason and the strength to continue our work serving the people of the state of Colorado. Friends, we begin our work on the heels of a very difficult election season, but the time for political grandstanding is past. As a body of citizen legislators, we are united by our duty and our desire to create new opportunities for every individual living in the state of Colorado. Mr. Speaker, Madam Majority Leader, I pledge to you that House Republicans will do everything in our power to build the coalitions we need to strengthen our state together. I'm under no illusion that our work this session will be easy, but I know that we've worked together in the past, and I know we can do it again this year. Under Republican leadership last session, we passed a budget with wide bipartisan support. Our budget increased funding for K-12 and higher education. We protected our seniors and safeguarded funding for cancer research, prevention, and treatment. Last year's budget is just one of the many successes we shared working together. In fact, the vast majority of the bills this chamber passed last year enjoyed support from both Republicans and Democrats. Colleagues, let us continue this tradition of bipartisanship. Titles and majorities may shift, but our responsibilities to our constituents stay the same. Mr. Speaker, I know you and the members of your caucus are here to promote the best policy for the people of the state of Colorado, and I want you to know that Republicans are here to do the same. We may disagree on what the best policy is or what it may be, but I know in my heart we all want Colorado to thrive and prosper and be the greatest state in the nation. Colleagues, we stand on the cusp of remarkable opportunity. Our friends and our neighbors elected us to this chamber because they trust we will bring forth new and innovative solutions to solve the problems we face as a state. Times are tough. Too many Coloradans are without work. New federal regulations present new challenges to our state's business owners, and a tough economy will force us to make difficult decisions once again. However, despite these challenges, I firmly believe we can create new economic opportunities for every Coloradan. I believe every one of us, whether it's a student, a parent, a business owner, or the working individual they employ, is capable of accomplishing great things if given the room to grow. Our task and our challenge is providing every Coloradan with the opportunity they need to succeed. I'd like to share with you a true success story about one of my constituents who capitalized on the opportunity that was given to her. This story is about a woman who grew up under very difficult circumstances that could easily overwhelm even the brightest and the strongest among us. At 13 years old, her mother passed away, and her father took to drinking alcohol. Her father's alcoholism forced her to fill the role of parent and provider for her younger brother. However, despite her troubles at home, this young woman soon saw her hard work and perseverance paid off when she was given an opportunity to attend college on an ROTC scholarship. She later became an officer in the United States Air Force, and she married another officer in the Air Force. And I might add, a smart, funny, articulate, extremely good-looking gentleman. Her success allowed her to pay forward the opportunities that were provided to her and give her husband a chance to study law and ultimately serve in the Colorado House of Representatives. You can blame her for me being here. In case you missed it, I'm talking about my lovely wife, Jennifer. Honey, thank you for everything. Thank you for our 18 years of marriage. Thanks for our 2 beautiful children and the endless encouragement and selfless dedication that you've provided us that has kept the Waller family moving forward and very strong. You see, members, I want you to know something. When I talk about opportunity, it's not rhetoric. It's something that's personal to me and my family. Were we not given the opportunity to grow, I promise you I wouldn't be standing before you here today. Jennifer's story, our family story, is one shared by many. But there are still many others left in our state looking for their own happy ending. Too many students find themselves unable to afford higher education. Too many graduates find themselves without the proper skills they need to find gainful employment. And many more can't find work because the job creators who employ them can barely afford to keep their doors open. This legislature has done much to create opportunity for our constituents, but there still remains work to be done. And it starts with education. A conversation about jobs in the economy cannot begin without first taking a hard look at the education of tomorrow's workforce. We must build on the successes we started last year and once again prioritize funding for K through 12 and higher education. We need to ensure that Colorado's most gifted and deserving students have the opportunity to rise to their full potential by creating a special fund offering merit-based scholarships. We need to ensure that all Colorado students, whether they live in an urban area or a rural area, have the opportunity to challenge themselves by taking advanced placement courses. And we need to ensure that every Colorado student in an English language learning program is given the tools and the skill set they need to succeed in the future. No Coloradan should ever fear a quality education for their child is out of reach. And House Republicans look forward to working with our Democratic colleagues to ensure that it never is. Strengthening our schools and empowering our students reminds me of a conversation I shared with another one of my constituents. This one I'm not related to. Gary DeRubis, who's over here with his wife Karen, is my friend and my neighbor. And he's a small business owner. He owns a small auto repair shop in Colorado Springs. He spoke to me about the lack of highly skilled technicians in the auto repair business. He said without them, it's more difficult to grow his business so he can see it prosper. House Republicans recognize educational opportunity doesn't always mean a 4-year degree. We plan to do more to help our citizens, whether they are job applicants or job creators, by strengthening opportunity through vocational training, By directing more resources towards these valuable programs, we can be sure more Coloradans have the tools they need to take the opportunity or to take the advantage of opportunity as it arises. My friends, opportunity is the foundation of a strong and robust community. Opportunity seeds growth and nurtures accomplishment. Opportunity is the difference between a paycheck and an unemployment check. Our workforce is eager and waiting, and we must do our part to prepare them for each opportunity offered, so that one day they can pay it forward and create waves of opportunity for others. Just as it works at the individual level, giving our industries room to grow will only further improve the well-being of our state and accelerate our economic recovery. In energy development, for instance, we can give Colorado the chance to lead the nation through a thoughtful and responsible all-of-the-above approach to development strategy. Colorado's energy resources are diverse and waiting to be tapped. And while we're positioned to lead in renewable energy development, we cannot forget traditional energy sources like oil, gas, and clean coal. With new technologies allowing for more than 2 billion barrels of recoverable oil and gas reserves in Colorado's share of the Niobrara Formation, this industry will continue to prove itself a boon to our economy. And it must be allowed to continue to grow. Once again, a dynamic, all-of-the-above approach to responsible energy development moves us closer to energy independence and furthers us along the path to economic recovery. There are opportunities to reprioritize spending in our budget as well. Through bipartisan efforts, we have reduced crime in Colorado by 32% in the last 5 years, resulting in thousands fewer incarcerations. Yet, our corrections budget continues to climb. Imagine how much better of a place this world would be if we spent fewer dollars on beds in prisons and spent more dollars on desks in classrooms. Mr. Speaker, I know how you feel about letters to Santa Claus, and this is no such request. We have been smart on crime. Now let's be smart with the budget and use those dollars to create opportunity for Colorado students. My friends, the people of Colorado are counting on us. They're counting on us to make the right budget and policy decisions to grow our economy, not cripple it or force our constituents to tighten their belts any more than they already have. The people we represent want to see us create opportunity because they know, just as I do, that opportunity is both an open door and a light at the end of the tunnel. Mr. Speaker, Madam Majority Leader, members of the Assembly, this is my pledge to you and my challenge to you as well. My caucus and I will work with all intensity and speed to create opportunity for every Coloradan. It's our responsibility. For generations, immigrants have come to America looking for an opportunity to make their lives better. Opportunity is what made this country great, and it's what all citizens deserve. Because once again, at the end of the day, Coloradans just want a paycheck, not an unemployment check. Thank you very much.